As tension mounts over planned nationwide protests, Nigerians have continued to express divergent views on the matter. In the wake of the ongoing agitation for the protests, the former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, that's Peter Obi, endorsed the protest as legal, but pleaded that those who are protesting should do so within the law and in a civil manner. He also urged security agencies to manage the situation within the ambit of the law. Meanwhile, the situation within his own party that's becoming more precarious. A chieftain of his party, that one of his major supporters and even a spokesperson for the last campaign, that's Kenneth Okonkwo, has parted ways with Mr. Obi. According to Okonkwo, Obi does not have the capacity for leadership of Nigeria. Jide, let's start from this Kenneth Okonkwo thing.
Why do you want to start from Kenneth?
Yes, I really don't get Kenneth Okonkwo, because I read his epistle yesterday and I was trying to just make sure that I can situate it. It was as if he was expecting Obi to act outside the law, act outside the thing after the election thing, but he just refused to, go against the law. As a result of it, you're a weak man. From my own interpretation, if you read that letter, I was like, now he was talking about direction to the Labour Party. And when it comes to the Labour Party, Mr. Obi has been so very, very circumspect. And I don't think he wants to make the headache of Labour Party's headache. He's saying that he prefers to nurture that obedient group in any political party, not necessarily that Labour Party. It was just a vehicle for last election.
Yes, he wants Peter Obi to be very definitive, to take a stand, a clear stand on the leadership crisis in the Labour Party. But Peter Obi, it's difficult to know where he stands. Many people have said, Peter Obi does not want to see Abure. But his actions do not show that. And Kenneth Okonkwo knows that he has the clout, he has the support base to try to seize control of the Labour Party. But he continues to skirt and dance around the problem. So that is what frustrates Kenneth Okonkwo about this matter. Kenneth Okonkwo and some people are fed up with Abure. But they believe that as the presidential candidate of the party, Peter Obi is the leader of the party.
Yes.
And is the one who should... He wields the influence, he has support base. He's the one who should actually take the party by the jugular, make some very consequential statements that will show that, yes, the obedient group, which is seen as the largest group within the party, wants to take complete control of the party. So he does not like the fact that Peter Obi is extremely diplomatic and polite in the way.
Doesn't put his feet on the ground.
No, at a point...
NLC was fighting Abure and everything. We didn't know where he belonged.
Although he didn't show up at the convention. But he has not said anything to suggest that he wants to bring down the roof. He has not said anything to suggest that he wants to go it alone or go carve his own faction within the party, or generally take control of the party, using the resources, using the clout at his disposal. So that is what frustrates the guy. And before now, he had been grumbling, he had been complaining. So I knew that his days were numbered. I knew that.
Don't forget he was a member of the APC before.
Yes, and
before he moved to the Labour Party.
The way he campaigned for the party, the way he worked for the party, he was the one always going to TV stations to abuse Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In fact, he went on one of the TV stations in this country, and some of the things that he said, if we indeed had a regulator, that channel would have been punished for the kind of words that he used. And the anchor
looked away,
could not restrain him. His eyes were blazing at that time. He was saying a lot of things. He was so passionate. He was so, passionate about Peter Obi and about the party. But frankly,
his expectations were not met.
When you hear some of the allegations made against Abure, a lot of people within the party are disappointed. Allegation of forgery, allegation of corruption, allegation of substitution of the real candidates with other people, and the monetization of Labour Party primaries and all that. These were things that they were complaining about. And within their own party, they see these things happening. And they see it not just happening, they see the leadership not doing anything to try and make the Labour Party stand out, you know, in terms of its moral strength, the party's moral strength. So I will not blame him. There are some people who can't live with some of the things that we gloss over. So I do not blame him. It must have been very painful for him to leave the party in the circumstances that he left it. But I think it's also a lesson for him. What was he thinking about? A party made up of many people who left the PDP, some angry people left the APC. Were you expecting it to be smelling like roses? Were you expecting it to look like the best political party in the history of our country? No. You can see what transpired in the National Assembly when they were sharing those jeeps. The party told its National Assembly members not to receive jeeps, but they ignored them, and they even talked back at the chairman to say, "Come on, it is our right." So some of those things must have really frustrated Kenneth Okonkwo. For me, I'm not surprised that they took this turn.
Peter Obi and Alex Oti yesterday.
Yes.
I saw that interview, and Peter Obi was like, "Look, it's between it's their rights to come out, but they should do it orderly. They should do it with within the ambit of the law." And Alex Oti is saying that no, that the downward trend didn't just start from this administration. That if anybody wants to come out and protest, must get a police permit from the same party and speaking with they were standing.
You see, that's the beauty of democracy. We all must not agree, but one thing is sure: we must follow the rule of law. Peter Obi is a Democrat. He contested in the last presidential election, and he lost. The right thing to do, he went to court, and the court said, and the court did not see reasons with him, and someone else got the vote. But now he understands that yes, it is the right of Nigerians to protest, but that protest should be done in accordance with the law. So for Alex Oti to say what he says, I don't really understand.
He's a governor.
Because
he's a governor. He doesn't want...
This country is at a very delicate point. We should refrain from inciting violence. I understand that a lot of issues have been raised in terms of things that is going on. People are not happy. There's hardship, which the president has saying that they are trying to address and they are working on. But one thing is for sure, you will not come out and incite people against a government that is constitutionally elected. No, that is wrong. And these are the things that the government is trying to address.
Jide, I sent you a visual earlier, and we saw what happened. You know, why people are saying that, look, that this might not work. That yes, in as much as it is their right, it is people's right to come out to exhibit their displeasure at any given time. But it's a difficult thing to implement in Nigeria in terms of, you can see what you and I or Yalo said yesterday, that the ShopRites in Lekki, it took like 3 years before they came back. Look at, I didn't know Agusoya, but it's almost that I showed you.
And as I said yesterday, a lot of our people open these big shops, big supermarkets and department stores without insurance. So if you set the place ablaze, you have ruined their lives.
Finish them.
And you have taken many people out of jobs. Because the next day, they have no job to do. You are complaining about unemployment. You are complaining about so much agony in the land. But if you go around destroying people's means of livelihood, destroying people's shops, because this thing is like a contest between the haves and the have-nots. The have-nots are frustrated, they are angry. They visit their anger on people's shops, people's hard work.
That's the opportunity to come out.
They go and loot.
That's the problem. That's
the one who will carry. The one who will carry a blender will carry a blender. Yeah. The one who will carry a bread toaster will carry a bread toaster. Yes. They go
AC. Remove the AC.
When they attacked Access Bank premises in Shagamu, this pumping machine, they removed the pumping machine. They stripped the place completely bare. They are the ones suffering because the bank will be reluctant to go and reopen the place. Now you have to travel all the way, maybe to Ijebode, to enjoy banking services. So people, the people who set ablaze, I saw the videos of, what was it called? The burning of those buses. Yes. Those high capacity, yes, VRT. When you did that, it wasn't Buhari that you are punishing. You are punishing the masses because they bought them for the masses. Sanwo-Olu doesn't hop in BRT bus. You will never see Tinubu or his wife inside the BRT bus. It is meant for the people who want cheap transport.
It's the internet,
cheap transport.
Just make sure that you
feel like, and then you destroy.
65,
so
50.
The truth is, when Peter Obi said nobody should dictate to the youths, I wonder what he meant, because sometimes I listen to him and I get confused. They are telling the youths that, look, if you want to protest,
people will use.
You have to let us know where you want to start the protest from. The police said that it's in line with best practices. In the UK, they jailed people who were protesting the other day and they blocked the roads. They were jailed 5 years. So they talk about, there is freedom in all those places. Oh, go and try and protest in the UK and block the road. And see whether you will not go to
use your own rights to infringe on other people's rights. Of course,
because somebody may actually be ill and they are trying to take him to hospital. And then you go and block the road. They jailed them now. UK here. They should fact check me. They were jailed. So, but if it does not augur well in the US, or in the UK, must it then augur well here? No one is saying don't protest. Peter Obi must know that, saying that they should not dictate to. They are telling the young people that, look, don't do it this way. The procession, we need to know where the procession starts. Who are the leaders? We've seen from NSAS that when you don't have a leader for a protest, everybody becomes the leader. The little boy who went and killed a DPO in Lagos and started wearing his oversized uniform. He too assumed at that point that he was a leader.
Anarchy.
Yes, because how do you have faceless people
nowhere to control?
Start a protest? That protest will not end well because
a lot of
you know the way the mob operates. The mob does not listen. One person who probably is suffering from insanity does something strange, others will just join him. That's the end. That's not how it should be. If you say you want to do a peaceful protest, if you are not out to achieve an inordinate aim, then do it within the law. We are in position to tell them that, look, don't do it this way. During NSAS, I supported the NSAS protest because I hated the fact that policemen were killing people. But we told them, don't block the roads. Even if you want to block the road, leave one lane at least for people to pass. You will have made your point. They didn't listen. Our people must learn, even if you want to copy protest, copy where they've done it successfully. In Kenya, they didn't say every day. Now these ones are planning to do protests for 10 days. In Kenya, they said 2 days, just 2 days in a week. So that people can go to work and earn a living.
Celestina, can we go through this again?
Well, I would disagree a little bit with Babajide. For me, you can protest the whole day of the year. The law says so. But when you are doing that, do not infringe on the rights of other people, which is blocking the roads, burning tires. If you decide to carry a placard and sit on the road, you don't interrupt traffic going or coming, nobody will stop you. EndSARS protest, a lot of lessons has been learned. And we recall what the IG said, IGP of police, what he said was the name of the leaders. He never said the names of the protesters. He just said leaders.
So you have a face to it.
Yes, let there be a face and a name to it. He says your numbers, tell us the route you'll take and where you converge so we can protect you.
Yes.
One can protect you so we can also protect the property and lives of other citizens who decide not to protest and are going about their various duties. And he also said that, oh, now come and tell us how you intend to ensure that this protest will not be hijacked. While some people have the intent to protest genuinely, others are just there for mischief.
Okay.
Their intentions are not genuine. Their own is let protest start, we infiltrate and cause mayhem.
I will burn down. It's even clear
Some
that
persons
the
are not
protest, this
covered.
protest, the goal is regime change.
And it's not possible.
Regime change.
just
If you are saying,
Yes.
no, because they've seen where protests led to regime change.
You cannot copy and paste. This is not Kenya.
They've
This is
seen
not
but it did not even lead to regime change in Kenya.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm saying. In Kenya, they said, okay, 2 days of the week. It was a popular protest, and it delivered dividends.
Yes.
2 days of the week, we will protest. But on those 2 days, we'll make the protest wholesome.
Yeah.
Not hanky-panky. No. 2 days of solid protest. But because people need to make money now.
All right. Okay, we'll take this breather. When we come back, we'll talk more.